We've been briefed by the RNC on how to keep cyber attacks from happening to our website and all of the stuff. I can't reveal to you the information that they've given us, but I really appreciate Sarah's information that she gave out today. That was very insightful, and she did that very well with the slides and everything. We're doing all we can to make sure that what we put out is truth and keeping our systems from being hacked by those who would like to, interfere and destroy what we're trying to do here. We're trying to help all the candidates. I agree with Aaron in getting out the vote. We've done a lot of absentee ballot mails to all of the Republicans in the state of Alaska. And although the Democrats this year, first time, produced more absentee ballots than the Republicans. I think our Republicans, we had more at the polls than we did absentee ballot. And I think some of that was some of the narrative that the president was driving, that mail-in ballots were bad, 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 is what he kept singing. A little bit of what Sarah was saying is the narrative isn't necessarily correct when you say it. And so I think some of the conservatives looked at mailing a ballot in as something they shouldn't do. However, an absentee ballot isn't a mail-in ballot. There's two different things. And I think we need to do a better job in getting the word out and explaining the two differences between a total mail ballot and an absentee ballot, which is a request form and has some other positions of protections. I do agree with Evan in his assessment of what's happening in the state of Alaska. And most of it is that people are just busy in their lives and they forget to go vote, or they don't have time to go vote. And we need to do a better job at explaining to people the necessity of having that voice and expressing their freedom of choice. And then on Scott's information that he brought up, I'm totally against what Scott's trying to do in the ballot measure 2, and I've debated him, and we've personally talked with one another, and I just disagree with him trying to dismantle the Republican Party and the Democratic Party with this ballot measure, and I don't think it's the right way for the state of Alaska to go. And so we're putting on a fight against that and asking people to vote no on ballot measure 2 with the ranked choice voting and the jungle primary. Well, we haven't had too many changes in our campaign strategies up here. It's basically still the shoe leather, going house to house, meeting individuals, especially in the area of the COVID. With COVID happening, it's a little difficult for the candidates to do that. And in the different sectors of Alaska, whether or not the mayors have shut the cities down or are allowing groups to meet and what numbers they're allowed to meet in, it's a little different up here than it is the lower 48. So we still have some candidates up in Fairbanks, down in the Kenai, and up in Palmer that are allowed to meet. But we have a mayor here in Alaska, or in Anchorage, that has basically shut us down until this past Monday. He opened us back up. So the candidates are getting out and they're trying to communicate with the voters and expressing their message. And you have so many mediums this year, or this day and age, that you just don't buy into one market. I mean, you have to spread your dollars all over the place, and raising those funds is a challenge.